All right, Detroit rapper killed. So they said damn near 4 people died. I mean, not I don't know if everybody died, but I know Glock Boy TJ supposedly got shot. A band gang member got shot. I think they said what little something. What was his name? Little something got shot. We finna see. We finna see. So remember this. It's a little race.
Gotta get me in there.
That's Lil Reese. Who was that?
What's your Instagram, bro? What's your Instagram, bro?
BMBG Boom.
Oh, boom.
Boom. BMBG underscore Boom.
That's who got. That's the band gang nigga. I was the band gang nigga. Boom. They say he got killed.
We missed them boys at the funeral. We at the repast with it. We drop 100 rounds off and then we
That's TJ.
repass.
Damn. That shit is crazy. Niggas is Detroit is getting active.
Short recap, 3 people shot here on Detroit's east side.
3
One
people
male
shot.
is dead and 2 females in temporary serious condition. Police are
One
actively
dead.
looking for those suspects. Remember, it is a Chrysler, a burgundy Chrysler 200 or 300.
Sound like they still getting active, Miss Mel. You looking over your shoulder? We heard that too. Sound like they still getting active. Y'all better get out of there.
That they're looking for. So for now, reporting live in Detroit's east side, Jessica Dubnak, Fox 2 News.
Jess, we just had the chief in here speaking with Roop earlier this evening, and one of the things they talked about was this gun violence and stiffer penalties for this. Jess, you hear 100 shots possibly fired, and it's incredible to think that only 3 people were hit.
That is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, Amy, and it does appear that we're
100
hearing
shots fired, only 3 people hit. That's crazy. Thank you, Jesus.
Shots in the area, so we're going to send it back to you right now.
Get safe, Jessica. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
See, one thing about the streets, they never forget. You might think time passed. You might think
never
you got
passed.
away. Somebody always keep a score. And when it come back around, it don't come back the same. It might come back worse. But like they say, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And today, a man from Detroit faced another example of that. Another aspiring local rapper known in the city, known for mocking the dead, was gunned down at a repast.
Damn.
Hours after he went to a funeral to pay his respects to a friend who was killed on camera in the ambush last week, broad daylight. For those who don't remember, we covered that story. I'll leave the link in the bio. But now, the city talking, because this ain't no random case. This was somebody who had history, had beef, and had a past tied to bodies in these streets. But in this video, we breaking it all down. Who he was, the crew he ran with,
Damn.
the enemies he made, and how the latest tragedy connects back to an ambush covered last week. Another life lost, another cycle of violence, proving once again the streets don't sleep. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Detroit
We'll
is
jump
on
right to it.
fire.
Now for those who don't remember, in the video we covered last week, it was based on a young man identified as Dion Davis. A man who we mentioned in the previous video according to the Feds Rep 700 gang, also known as Wax Gang and 4G TMT. As mentioned, he was also known to allegedly have bodies under his belt and also claim them in his songs. And he wasn't even really a rapper. But as we always say, revenge don't have no date on it, and he was gunned down. August 6, 2025, broad daylight. Was captured on camera, and some say the Instagram update was allegedly how his drop was located. And on August 18, 2025, 700 Dion family and friends will have his funeral and later have a repast at
That's
a park
tough.
on Detroit's east side Monday night. But before we go over the details and exactly where at, I want to talk about two of the people who was in attendance. One was a young man identified as Glock Boy TJ, who was also an aspiring rapper who once dropped a song titled You Get It with Bang Gang Biggs. And listen to the lyrics. Death and life is in the power of the tongue.
We missed them boys at the funeral, we at the repast with it. We drop 100 rounds off and then we repass niggas.
What the fuck? We drop 100 rounds off and we repass niggas. Whoa. And they dropped 100 rounds at that nigga repass. It's crazy. Oh my god, no. So he talked about it and his ops did it to him. Oh yeah, that's wild. No, god damn.
Was also shot at this repass, with authorities said over 120 shots was let off. But let's go over the details of the next person I want to talk about, who was also in attendance and close affiliates with 700. An aspiring rapper who went by the name of Bang Gang Boom, having another nickname as the Godfather. During the pandemic in 2020, him and TJ alongside On Fully and Bang Gang Lonnie had dropped what some would consider a hit, a song titled Whack Jumper, with a little under 10
I think I heard
views
this.
and counting.
Yeah.
But Bang Gang Boom really made a name for himself the year prior in the streets of Detroit, when an alleged opposition named TMC Freaky had lost his life at a stoplight. It was June 21st, 2019. Two people were shot, and one was killed after a shooting just before 7 p.m. As mentioned, it was a Friday at Greenfield Road and Outer Drive West. Police said 3 victims were in the vehicle. They heard gunshots and realized they had been hit. Police said the victim saw an older model Dodge Durango being driven away from the scene at a high rate of speed. The driver of the vehicle that the victims were in had drove to the hospital. A 22-year-old man and a 24-year-old man were in critical condition, but managed to survive, thank God. But unfortunately, 23-year-old TMC Freaky, he lost his life. He rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Now, at the time they was beefing, and Bang Gang Bando had solidified the situation when people in Detroit, fans of his music, thought they put 2 and 2 together after he allegedly mentioned Freaky name in a song just a month later. But then people also noticed that he liked the pictures of people grieving that Freaky had lost his life.
What the fuck?
Dead nigga, somebody shot on the pussy. If I put TMC in blood, you can do it too. Don't let me catch you, got it all in his head.
And you gotta accept that just 5 years later, August 19, 2025, Bang Gang Boom will now be the victim of gun violence after attending his friend Repast. Police Deputy Chief Arnold Williams said that the shooting happened just before 8 p.m. at a local playground near Seneca Street. He said his family and friends gathered after the funeral. Investigators believe a Burgundy Chrysler 300 drove by and fired shots into the crowd. Police believe more vehicles were involved, saying that bullets was flying from 3 different areas towards the same direction. Police say they don't know how many people were in the Burgundy Chrysler 300, but say that it has a flat tire. Bang Gang Boom in his early 30s had lost his life on the scene. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. 2 women, both in their late 20s, were in temporary serious condition at an area hospital. Police said they found a handgun and rifle casings in the alley west of the park, in the street in front of the park, and in the rear corner east of the park. Police say they counted more than 120 casings. And thank God no homes were shot.
Remember a lost loved one when shots rang out. 1 man was killed, 2 women were injured near a park on the east side.
Yeah, police are saying that someone drove up and then started shooting at this group of people at a repass. Priya Mann joins us now with more on the car.
It's on fire.
Are looking for connected to this.
Good morning, Rhonda and Jason. Police are looking for a Burgundy Chrysler 300. As you mentioned, police said that that vehicle pulled up. Somebody inside of that car, maybe one person, maybe multiple. Well, they opened fire. It was on a group of people who were there mourning the loss of a loved one. And now police are canvassing a large area on Detroit's east side.
We have 3 different locations where we found shell casings.
Detroit police are looking for whoever opened fire on a group of people mourning the loss of a loved one. As a family gathered for a repast following a funeral, bullets went flying across a city park.
We do have some rifle rounds. We do have some small caliber rounds, casings as well.
Just before 8 Monday night, police were called to Moffett and Seneca on Detroit's east side. Latham Park was now a crime scene.
One area was the alley, just west of the park. The other area was the street right in front of the park. And then we had the rear corner to our east of the park. So We don't know if those were all 3 different shooters. Again, this is still a fluid investigation and it's early.
3 people were killed in the shooting.
Damn.
2 women in their late 20s and a man in his 30s were all gunned down.
There were a number of rounds that were fired, and we have a number of shell casings on the ground. So 100, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the number.
I just want to clarify that only one person was killed. It was a man in his 30s. 2 women were also injured. They were rushed to the hospital. Again, police are looking for a burgundy Chrysler 300, and they do need your help. Anyone with information is asked to call the homicide unit at 313-596-2260. You can also call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Again, you will remain anonymous. Reporting live at DPD headquarters, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Since this news has broke, Bang Gang Boom opposition has been on social media mocking his demise. But not only that, people affiliated allegedly with Bang Gang Boom had also spoke up, like the brother of 700 Dion. He coming out after the situation saying it wasn't a repass. And MPD is trying to make things up, but the fact of the matter is, it technically was.
Put that shit on the internet,
Yeah, it definitely technically was a repass.
On the internet, gang. All y'all pages, crime in the D, whatever the fuck. That was not no fucking repass, fi. Police just wanna be on our dick so bad. The fuck on. And one, my little brother ain't
What do
even
he
have no
call
repass. We weren't feeling that shit. Police just wanna, feds, police, DPD, whatever the fuck, they just wanna paint this horrible ass image.
What do you call it if you not in?
I don't get that shit.
What do you call it?
Let us grieve, my nigga. Y'all wanna build a case so bad to put us in jail, bro. I just don't get that shit.
As mentioned earlier in the video, CJ was also allegedly shot, but he made it. There's been speculation online that he lost his life, but as of now, that's false. But nonetheless, as we wrap this video up, we do want to say rest in peace to every victim and love and condolences to you guys' families. And we do want to send love and prayers to anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about. But if you sip it,
Damn.